Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in as always. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Today is a bit of a different video and I know it's a bit later than what you're supposed to do it, but this is the half season review and that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about Liverpool's half season and how they've done under Arne Slot in these first 6 months. 22 games have been played for Liverpool, 16 wins, 5 draws and 1 defeat. Is a fabulous start to a Premier League season. Halfway through the season, more than halfway. There's still a lot of games to be played. 16 more games to be played before Liverpool can call themselves champions, as the season has 38 matches in it. But we have to be honest and we have to say that it's been an unbelievable first half of the season from Liverpool. Starting at Portman Road with a 2-0 victory against Ipswich and officially ending the half season with a 5-0 victory over West Ham United. However, there's still things that we need to work on and we'll definitely get into that. But generally speaking, it couldn't have gone any better from that transition from Klopp to Slot. It couldn't have been a more smoother trip from Klopp to Slot. It couldn't have been a better experience for us Liverpool to supporters to see the iconic Jurgen Klopp walk out of Anfield doors after nearly 9 years in charge, to see Arne Slot walk in from his spiritual home at Feyenoord and to come in and to take the hot seat and take everything in his stride with virtually no players signed. Federico Chiesa, but no players signed, and still be able to implement the consistency and the level of performance is not spoken about enough. Everybody speaks about Arne Slot as he's coming to the league in a weak league. City and Arsenal not at it, but you still have to win your games. You still have to play your matches. You still have to implement your style of play, and you still have to win the way you want to win. And Slot has done all of that. And not only the Premier League, in the Champions League as well. Liverpool have got 7 games in the Champions League, top of the Champions League, qualified, and have won all 7. AC Milan, Leipzig, Bologna, Real Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Girona, Lille. They've beaten them all, Liverpool, conceding 2 goals in the way. It's marvellous from Arne Slot. It's marvellous. He's made Liverpool more defensively, more structured. It's more controlled. Some people call it boring. I think it's pragmatic. I think it's intelligent. I think it's brilliant. I think it's tactical awareness. I think he's got everything you would want in a modern day manager to be able to win the big prizes. And we've seen his game management. He speaks about it in every presser of how he adapts to the teams that he plays against, rather than implement his style of play in every single match, which he does, but also adapting to the qualities of the opponents. Like he always talks about the Chelsea game, which is a game where he wasn't able to implement his style of play. So he changed his style of play to play more in the counter-attack because he knows his players on the transition are better than Chelsea players on the transition. And he let Chelsea have the ball because he knows those attackers that Chelsea have are better in transition rather than having the ball. And he won the game. It's intelligence like this, changing things in games when it doesn't work. Like on the opening day, we saw it in the opening day of the season when he substituted Jarell Quansah because he wasn't winning enough duels, and he brought in Ibu Konate, and that was the wave for Liverpool to go and win that game at Portman Road. It was 0-0 at halftime. But these are the things that you look at Arne Slot and think he's brought this idea in that no player is safe. If you play poorly, I will drop you. And he's rotated recently a lot more than he would have done at the start of the year, getting to know his squad. Bear in mind, a lot of his players came back from international break very, very late. So he only had 1 week of pre-season with all of his squad available. And to be able to pull off this consistent level of performance is unbelievable. At the same stage last season, Liverpool were on 51 points. They're on 53 this season. Klopp had these players for almost 8 years. Van Dijk, Salah, Trent, Robertson, Alisson. Arne Slot is working with these players for the first time in his first season, and he's been able to accumulate 53 points after 22 matches. It's unbelievable. He's walked through the door with a squad that's not his to implement his style of play with basically 1 week of preseason preparation with his entire squad. And he has been able to deliver this level of consistency. It's unbelievable. So many doubters had Liverpool outside the top four. And he shut them all up. The performance levels I've seen, the improvements I've seen in some players, the likes of Ryan Gravenberch, he's took a number 8 progressive midfield player and made him into the best number 6 in the Premier League. He made a player that likes to progress the ball and carry the ball out in midfield into one of the best ball playing centre mid CDMs, defensive midfield players, number 6s, whatever you call it, in the world, in Europe this season. Ryan Gravenberch has been the best in that position. Who would have thought it? After being obsessed with Zubimendi signing, not only Liverpool, but Arne Slot was obsessed with that signing. That's the player he wanted. Wasn't able to get it. Saw Ryan Gravenberch and said, I want you to be my number 6. And look at what's happened. Him and McAllister, him and Jones, whoever plays in the pivot with him, Endo, whoever plays with Gravenberch. Gravenberch stands out on his own 2 feet. His ability to shift the ball, his ability to turn away in space with a single shoulder turn, dribble, press resistant, ability to pass. He has got it all, Ryan Gravenberch. And it's been... His game was so raw. And it's been taken to another height by Arne Slot. Coached by some of the best coaches in the world was Ryan Gravenberch. Nagelsmann, Tuchel, Ten Hag, Klopp. And now he's been coached by Arne Slot. And he has found his role in that number 6 position. Another player, Cody Gakpo, thrown around in numerous different positions. Striker, centre midfield, right wing, left wing. He's found his position in this team as a left winger, which is what he is. 13 goals this season, 14 goals. He's already got 8 goals in the league, which is what he got last season. And we are halfway through this season. It's pure insanity, the improvement in the players that he has made. You look at Curtis Jones, England call-up now. He starts for England. Scored on his England debut. Playing number 10 for Liverpool. Look at the improvement in Szoboszlai. Look at the improvement in Salah's numbers. This is Salah's best ever season in terms of his numbers. Goals and assists. It's unbelievable. He has taken Luis Diaz, who everyone thought would be the left winger, and made him a centre forward connector. Who thinks like this? Arne Slot. Who does this? Arne Slot. And who's implemented this? Arne Slot. And where has that taken Liverpool? To the top of the Premier League, to the top of European football in the Champions League. Favourites for the title, favourites for the Champions League. In the League Cup semi-final, through in the FA Cup. He can win 4 trophies this season. Maybe unrealistic, but possible. Possible. Because I don't look at 2-3 teams in Europe that can beat Liverpool. Proven this season. Only team to beat Liverpool in the league this season, Nottingham Forest. Any team to beat Liverpool in Europe, nobody. Bar Forest and Spurs in a League Cup semi-final. That can happen. It's evident. Liverpool unbeaten in the Premier League since September. 1 defeat since September against Tottenham. And they can still turn that around. They've got a second leg. You think about things like this. It's insanity. I look at games like Newcastle. There's still things that need to be worked on. No doubt about it. But one thing that's been the most impressive to me, that he has been able to keep this never die attitude that Liverpool have had under Klopp. Look at the Brentford game. 37 shots on goal. They score twice in the last minute to win the game. They fight till the very, very end. Many teams after having that many shots will be like, oh, what do we do? Not Liverpool, not Arne Slot. Brings on Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez scores the 2 goals and Liverpool win. How many times do Liverpool substitutes come on and change the game for Arne Slot? It's happened time and time and time again. And it's just the brilliance that he knows what to do and how to do it. When to do it. Who to do it for. Why he's doing it. He's got all the answers. And it's being translated onto the pitch. The leadership of Virgil van Dijk. The creativity of Trent Alexander-Arnold. The never die attitude of Robertson. The elegance of Ryan Gravenberch. The fight of McAllister. And the brilliance of the king, Mo Salah. Along with Diaz, Gakpo, Nunez, Chiesa, Jota filling in. Kanate filling in. Jones filling in. Tsimikas has played his role this season. Connor Bradley. Everybody has played their role. Kelleher. I've not even mentioned Kelleher. Alisson almost missed 2 months of football. I didn't even notice. Vital saves against Real Madrid, against Manchester City. Wins Liverpool the game. Wins Liverpool the game against Real Madrid. Saves a penalty from Mbappe. But also, he had a lapse of concentration against Newcastle. But everyone's going to point the finger at that. When they're not going to remember the other 10, 15 games he's had this season that have been at a top level. He has been unbelievable. And he will leave Liverpool in the summer and he will go and be a ridiculous number 1 for somebody else because he deserves it, Kelleher. What a goalkeeper he is. Comfortable in possession. Knows how to save penalties. Shot stopping. He's got it all. And this could be a remarkable season. Now, this is not the best Liverpool team I've ever seen. But they could win 4 trophies and still not be better than footballing-wise from what I saw under Klopp. But 4 trophies in your first season makes you statistically the best Liverpool team ever. And to do it in your first season, Arne Slot, you, sir, are brilliant. You, sir, deserve all the credit in the world. So many doubters. Well, you're believing now, aren't you? You're believing now. Rivals or not, Liverpool are going to win this title, all thanks to the brilliance, elegance, tactical nous, intelligence of Mr. Arne Slot, bringing in his own coaching staff. And one of those, an Evertonian, even he's going to get a feel for a trophy. The wait won't be very long for Liverpool to be crowned champions. The champions in waiting will get their title very, very soon. Whether that's more, we'll find out very, very soon. But it's been a very, very successful opening 6 months in the job for Arne Slot. Let's hope it becomes 6 years and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and so on and so forth. Because all I want to do is see Liverpool win. Don't we all? Maybe not all, but they will, because that's what Liverpool do. When the chips are down, trophies come. And Arne Slot is going to deliver the Premier League this season. And some may say a bit more. I think he will. Guess we'll find out. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.